All right, well, we are about to finish the first half, and as you can see, there is nothing on the table. There's been a lot of shiny NIFCs, no short supply of that, but nothing to hang on to so far. So we're gonna have to really make up some ground here on the next one, on the next half. Yeah, look at all these shiny NIFCs. Beautiful. Plenty of them. All right, well, before we move to the second half, let's take a look at a few things I pulled out of my stack. So let's start with this one. This one here is an Australian koala. I don't know if you can tell, but it's got a real nice frosted finish to it. And I typically don't buy, slabbed coins, and I really didn't buy it because it was slabbed. I just thought it was a really cool looking coin, and I thought it was very tastefully done as far as the extra shine and the frosting. Really sharp looking coin. Really like it. And then nice little 10-ounce bar here. Nice and shiny. Pretty cool. And then this thing here, I bought this thinking that it was a round, and I still think it's a round, but, and maybe you guys can help me out with this, but I always thought that rounds, when they were depicting like a real coin, which this is, basically a maple leaf, it couldn't put a denomination on it if it wasn't an actual, coin. But you can see that there is a denomination on this. And I don't know if you can tell really how big this is, but so there's like that's about the size of a silver eagle, and you can see this is much bigger and much thicker. Could you imagine somebody putting this in their cash register? I don't know. So my assumption is that it is a round. But like I said, I didn't realize that they could put denominations on there. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you know. I mean, is this actually, a legitimate coin? I don't know. It's very cool though. Real heavy too. All right. So let's bring over the second half. Hope for some better luck. All right. Come on. A lot of making up to do here. Let's start off with a bang. No bang there. That one looks interesting. Nope, just dirty. back in a minute. Hopefully our luck turns here. All right, we are getting close to the end here. It's not looking good. But on a bright note, I did find this. This is 1977S. And, you know, I usually don't keep any of these, but I might hang on to this one because something in the back of my head keeps tickling me saying that the 1977 was a really low mintage. So I'm just going to hang on to this one for now and check it out in the red book. Nice and shiny though. Lots of shiny coins today. Just not the right color. Not the right kind of shiny that we're looking for. Sure would be nice to pull one out. Is it in the cards for us? Well, either way, we will have a record. We'll be tying the record. It's the one record I don't like, which is the record that can't be beaten. You can't get less than 0 in a box. Ooh, and that is that. So, you know what though? I am going to keep this coin, and therefore I do have one keeper. So I didn't tie the record. Alright, well, we'll try it again next week, and of course I'll pull out a few more things next week from the stash and show you guys what I got. If you've got any thoughts, you know, please leave any comments. Appreciate that. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next week for another hunt.